sure. I mean, how bad could it possibly be to watch an innocent, harmless, cute little puppy? Right? Right? Wrong! It was a nightmare, if there ever was one. Look at me. Do you see these bags under my eyes? I look like I went 12 rounds with Muhammad Ali. I look horrible. She asked me like it's no big deal. Zara, would you mind watching my puppy for me for 3 days? I say, sure, no problem. No problem. This dog has not stopped barking his tiny, squeaky voice. Meow, 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 for the entire night. Meow, 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 like a wolf howling in the night. I tossed and turned, and I tossed and turned some more. I felt like a 1980s break dancer. Finally, it's time to go to work. I was actually excited to go to work for once in my life. It was somehow a better option than staying home with meow, meow, meow. But when I walk into my kitchen, I find myself sliding all the way across the kitchen floor, dead flat on my butt. Dog pee pee. Yeah, it's messed up. The dog is messed up. Cheryl is so messed up for sucking me into watching that. I can't think of any more insults than that. I've had it. He tore up my couch when I got home from work. My couch, the one I just recently purchased from Libby's. Great deal, by the way, is destroyed. And where was Oscar? Oscar, the expert trapeze artist, positioned himself on top of my kitchen cabinets. Don't know how the hell he got up there. Miracles of God. Anyways, he couldn't get down. The genius was afraid to jump. Mind you, there's dog poop and pee spread all over the cabinet tops. So I'm gonna shut up now before I find myself passed out in the hospital from dog anxiety.
My life stinks. Every single aspect of it. Terrible. From my friends to my neighbor to my job. It's all bad. So first, my best friend and neighbor aren't exactly the sharpest tools in the shed, to say the least. I moved into my neighborhood in 1999. Even though he's my best friend, we sort of have a love-hate relationship. His lack of intelligence gets in the way of everything, and I have to act dumb with him just to make him feel better. The only time I have fun with him is when we gang up on my other neighbor. Now that guy, he's a huge pompous jerk, and the exact definition of a delusional artist. He's constantly trying to harm us, and has spoken about 3 kind of words total in all the years that I've known him. And my job is a living nightmare. I work in an unsanitary kitchen as a cook. I'll probably just one rotten burger away from getting cholera or salmonella. I pretend to like my job since I work for less than minimum wage, and my boss would fire me if I even considered asking for a raise. I've tried to find a new job, but every time I do, it lasts about 11 minutes before I'm calling back to my money-hungry boss. There's a girl that lives not too far from me, and she's pretty nice, but all she cares about is doing dumb science experiments. Mostly tests on me. My life's not all that bad, though. I have a pet, but it's a snail. And even my pet snail hates me. It's run away a few times. I know, sad. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, there's one last cherry on top. I'm constantly blowing money on my house because it's constantly running away. I guess it's not a surprise, though, seeing as I live in a pineapple under the sea.
doesn't seem possible, but I honestly resent and love my mother at the same time. Mostly she's a normal mother. Heck, she'd be the typical soccer mom, if I played soccer. You know what I mean? But then, every once in a while, she has these outbursts. No, they're bigger than that. These tantrums. No, that's too big. These explosions. Yeah, explosions. In social studies class, we saw a documentary showing the terrible destruction that was caused when we set off a hydrogen bomb. I know the point was about the horrors of war, and I don't want you to think that I missed the message. But the part that really got to me was watching the bombs go off. It started like a little flash, then bloomed up into a huge mushroom sheet. That's exactly what our fights feel like. We start arguing about something pretty minor, usually because I have my own mind these days. When I was younger, I used to listen to her make a command like a queen. Then I'd hop up like a brainwashed kangaroo and go do whatever she asked. But lately, I need to think about her royal orders. I mean, I'd like to know why I'm doing something. Is that too much to ask? How come I have to do it right this minute? Why am I the one who has to do it? That usually starts to flash before the bomb. Mom will say something like, because I said so and I'm your mother. Then I'll say something perfectly logical like, but I don't get why it's such a big deal. Then boom, here comes the explosion. So deafeningly loud that you can't make out the specific words. Then we go at it, the mushroom bigger and bigger, bellowing out, consuming everything in its path. It usually ends when I go upstairs, slam the door, and turn on my music. Then Mom starts to sob. Then I feel guilty because she's crying. I hate that. I bet she does that to me on purpose. Maybe I'd better go see if she's okay.
I don't plan to get married for a long, long time. When I do, I'm not just jumping into it blindly just because I happen to fall in love. No, sir. I've seen too many divorces, and I am not about to make a mistake. I've decided that the secret to a happy marriage is planning. You need to plan well in advance what kind of person you want to marry, and then seek her out. You know what kind of person you're looking for, and you don't date anyone who doesn't qualify. You can't go wrong. I've started to list the criteria for the person I eventually marry, and so far, there are 4 items on my list. First of all, my future wife must understand football. It would drive me nuts to live with a person who didn't know the difference between a tight end and a quarterback. You can keep your bouncy cheerleader types who jump and yell and agree with whatever you say, but give me a girl who will argue with me when I pick the Cardinals from the Super Bowl. Second, she has to love dogs. Not tolerate, love. Some of my best friends are dogs. They're loyal, fun to be with, and they can keep a secret. They also shed on furniture. Well, that's a small price to pay for their company. A girl who isn't willing to hold a golden retriever on her lap is not the right girl for me. Third, she should adore Twinkies and chocolate. Ideally, she'll get occasional cravings for something like a hot fudge sundae. Cravings so strong, she'll get dressed in the middle of the night and drive through a snowstorm until she finds a Baskin Robbins open. I figure if she likes junk food and will sometimes go to extreme lengths to get it, she'll never nag me to improve my eating habits. And if I decide to leave our cozy hearth in the middle of a TV movie to go after a bag of M&Ms, she'll even tag along. And fourth, well, this is so important that I'm actually thinking of changing it to number 1. My future wife must not mind unmade beds, unwashed dishes, and undusted furniture. It would drive me nuts if the person just cleaned all the time. And also, she will believe me when I tell her it's a verifiable statistic that more apple pies will bubble over in clean ovens than in dirty ones, because she wants to believe it. That's her, the girl of my dreams. Someone who isn't bothered to do housework because she and her dog are too busy watching football while eating a bag of Hershey's Kisses. I don't know when or where I'm gonna meet this perfect creature, but I can tell you that I am not getting married until I do.
Do your parents ever make you listen to their music? Mind you, it's torture, I tell you. Well, listening to my mom's music especially. She likes this one band, Nirvana, and I swear you cannot understand a single word they are singing. I think one verse in the song goes like this. A mulatto, an albino, a mosquito, my libido. I think maybe the band members were poor and couldn't read or write because, well, their clothes look like they came from the donation box. And oh yeah, she likes this band called Aerosmith. She says her music makes her feel like dancing. And by dancing, I mean leaping and kicking and whipping her hair around in circles. It's so embarrassing. I actually looked up pictures of Aerosmith online, and the main guy doesn't look like a guy at all. It looks like my Aunt Sharon who used to look really old. I had her face lifted up, so now she looks surprised all the time. The lead singer does not dress like her. More like someone who's going to a costume party and couldn't decide between being a witch or an Indian chief. All the other band members just look mad at their pictures. Well, especially the skeleton-looking guy. And before I forget, she likes the Rolling Stones as well, and I guess are kind of cool for ancient, mummified rock stars. I once heard my dad tell my mom that if there was a nuclear war, the only things left would be the cockroaches and Keith Richards. She plays the Rolling Stones a lot in the car and has to sing along to every word. This summer, the air conditioner broke in our SUV, so she's been rolling down the windows, but that is not stopping her from singing at the top of her lungs. I've spent a lot of time shut down in my seat, though. I've tried to get her to listen to my favorite band, One Direction, but she says they sound like embryos trying to put on a concert. See, I told you she has trouble tasting music. One thing is for sure, when I grow up and have kids of my own, I'll play One Direction wherever, and I will for sure not embarrass them.
Oh, it's just a dream. Just a dream. What is wrong with me? He's dead. He's been dead for 20 years now. It's almost funny. Some things you can never forget. Constantly on the front of your brain, driving you insane. I have a family now. 2 kids to look after. I know that memory affects the way that I act. And sometimes, when I get emotional, I take it out on the kids. But I don't mean to. It's just so hard to keep the anger inside. It's too hard. God, this is so unfair. Why did he have to die and the other guy didn't? The other guy was the one who was drinking. The other guy was the one who was stupid enough to get behind a wheel. The other guy was the one who ran through a red light faster than the speed of light. And it's my innocent dad who pays the price for some other guy's mistake. Why? I ask you why? He walked away from that accident. Later, he said to my family that he wished there was something that he could do. Dad is dead because of it. He's dead, and he's not coming back. That's right, dead, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. It's my fault. Everyone says that it's not, but you know, it really is. I was the one who begged him to go out that night. If it wasn't for me and my urge for chocolate ice cream, he would still be alive today. He would have seen my graduation, walked me down the aisle, and talked to his first grandchild. But no, he was missed out on all that because some idiot forgot to listen to all the don't drink and drive messages. Why couldn't someone have grabbed his keys before he got into the car? They said he was at a college party. One simple gesture and I don't eat ice cream anymore.
I am a chicken. Hold on. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yellow as they come. I always have been. Oh, go ahead, laugh. Think I care? What are you, a chicken? The grand supreme insult for the second grade. Chicken, big fat chicken, blah, blah, blah. Don't care. I didn't care, not even in the second grade. I listened to my mom. You get in trouble, you run. You're on the other way as fast as you can, baby. Understand? You run. They can't catch you, they can't hurt you. Mom was a self-taught expert, top 100 ways to avoid the hurt. Don't be stupid. What do you want to fight for? Why would you stand there for? You want to get blood in your clothes? Hurt was the thing you could see. Hurt was the thing that bruised and bled. They can call you every name in the book, but you'll be fine. You'll be all right. You'll survive. It never occurred to her, or to me, to think of the hurt in any other way. Inside hurt. Hurt without bruises. How do you run away from yourself? You can't run away from the hole that grows inside. The big black hole that eats your life. I didn't know him, but I know him. I understand him. I understand what it's like to have something inside, grows and grows. Till there's nothing left to do but go out to the highway, throw yourself in front of a semi. I get it. Sometimes I want it. I want to be released from the black hole so bad. But I was raised a chicken.
No, Mom, I haven't even done it yet. I'm in the lobby practicing while I wait. I will. I love you too. Mom, I will. I have to go now. Okay, bye. Where was I? Good morning. My name is Janine Brzezinski. I was just very polar sounding names, but that's just me. I'm a bit American and a bit Polish. My mom always says I have the benefits of the American dream blessed with a Polish work ethic. Do I always sound like that? Good morning. My name is Janine Brzezinski. How are you doing this fine morning? Oh, that's wonderful. Oh no, I'm fine with just water. So how are you feeling today? Come on, Janine, you sound like a cheesy infomercial. Take 3, you can do this. Oh, that's an excellent question. First off, the research opportunities at your university are mind-blowing. The stem cell project, pure genius. In the self-sustaining ecosystems, I would love to be around that kind of innovation. Okay, and now I sound totally pretentious. What's wrong with you, Janine? Do you want to get into college or not? Good God, we did it. Plato's Symposium? My favorite book is Plato's Symposium. And why, you may ask? Well, because my mother told me it would make me sound smart. Remember, Janine, open body language and smile. Open and smile. Blah, blah, blah. I like to learn. I attend contemporary art conferences in Europe. Where's the important stuff? Mom, I haven't even gotten to the interview yet. You don't have to call me every 2 minutes. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to yell like that. I thought it was my mom. Of course. I'll come in right away. So sorry.
I guess it's okay that I don't remember the accident. They say it's pretty bad. My mom still cries when anybody ever talks about it. They say I was riding my bike on Overlook Road on my way to Washington Park. The park's got a really great bike path, but I get there, you can go about a half mile down this really sketchy road. Got a guardrail, so I always figured it wasn't too bad. But I've got to admit, if you take your eyes off the shoulder and stare down the mountainside, it's scary as hell. They tell me that I was plastered after he hit me, after I plummeted down the mountainside. He just kept on driving. He never entered his pickled brain to stop and check if the kid he just sent flying is even alive. He just kept on zooming ahead until justice decided to wrap him around a tree. I haven't entirely sorted that one in my mind yet. The guy totally left, but he's dead. I don't want anybody dead, you know? They tell me the jogger saw the whole thing. He dialed 911 on his cell phone, he hurled the guardrail, he half slid down a mountain, and he got to me in a nick of time. My face landed in a creek bed, and if he had just waited for the cops, I could have drowned. After I got out of the hospital, it was months. Well, after they switched to the rehab place, I was allowed to see visitors besides my family. The jogger asked my mom if he could see me. I was so pumped. If it wasn't for this guy, well, you know. I've been imagining about it for the longest time, how he hurdled the guardrails like an Olympic runner, how he climbed down the mountain cliff like Spider-Man, how he pulled my head out of the water with just seconds to spare. That's a real hero. When the nurse moved me to the visitor's room, it was months. Well, after they switched to the rehab place. I was asking visitors besides my family. If I had tried standing, I would have gotten injured all over again. My hero was a scrawny, wimpy-looking, middle-aged man. He was even balding. My vision for superhuman popped like a balloon. But then, all of a sudden, I felt a huge rush of satisfaction. This is so cool. I really could have died. And I didn't need Superman, the Incredible Hulk, or any other cartoon superhero to save me. I had a real, normal, genuine-looking guy who cared about me. That's the greatest kind of superhero I could have ever imagined.
Don't give up. Please don't give up on me. Please, 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 please don't leave me. Oh, sorry, I panicked there. A little. A lot. I know this isn't the way to get girls, Jared. I'm a smart guy. Exceedingly smart. Without question, I am the smartest person in the entire school. And probably the whole district. But talking to girls turns me spectacularly stupid. I suppose I should be comforted by what Immanuel Kant has to say about stupidity. Stupidity cannot be helped and has no remedy. But I am not comforted because I'm certain talking to girls in the 1800s was a lot different than it is today. And girls turn me into Jello. Blue Jello. I don't want to be blue Jello, Jared. I don't even like Jello. I am asking, pleading for your help. Will you please help me lose my stupidity around girls? Please? Okay. You have my word. Relax. Like that? Okay, when I approach a girl, I have a reason to talk to her. That way there's no awkward silence after I say hi. Ask her for the homework for a certain class? I never have to ask anyone for the homework. Right, girls. Sneaky. What? Now? Hey, hey, ladies, anyone of you ladies, do the extra credit English essay? It was a piece of cake. Not even Bavarian tort. Hey, ladies, you lady, yeah, in the singular, lovely lady. I heard you have a Stetson for biology. If you want any help with the frog dissection, I'm your man. I can identify a frog intestine from 100 paces. Take that as a no.